See, I do not get it.
I can't just be blind.
Cynically, I climb to observe thee, but no one's here. What gives? My mind is reeling. How you say feeling makes you feel better. How is this believing? It doesn't make it. Give me evidence so I can make sense of it. I can't make sense of it. Help me make sense of it all. What's the deal with these lights? Why do they get so bright? Tenacious on the set of flights that put you in straight for a light fright. Plug in your headphones, drown out the sound. Yell to the same tones but never aloud. Oh no, you got caught. Oh no, you're distraught. Prodigy or infamy, priceless melody. Bubbles in your stomach, head for center stage. Everly in your memory, put sentence to shame in your answer like a burning ember. Famous people are just common people that everyone wants to remember. Friggin' people who see my every move I've been tied. Seeping down a windpipe that sets me aside from my insides. Forget the picture, perfectly proud. You'll never be hers, awfully loud. Oh no, can't be taught. Help me, I never thought. Prodigy, your insolence, worthless melody. Bubbles in your stomach, keep you from center stage. The only thing that haunts your memory is the shame that you might spread your cancer like eternal ender. Your kind of people are just common people that no one wants to remember. Doggone, they caught up with me. The thoughts that keep me whelmy. Unleash the burning embers. Belief that no, 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 no. Doggone, they caught up with me. Anxiety becomes me. Bring back that selfish member. Someone save me. Respectfully decline the priceless energy. ADD that turns me into someone that I don't know. The real me grants no ability of making my life how it could be. Green balloons in September. Famous people. Famous people. Famous people are just common people that everyone wants to remember. Priceless melody. Bubbles in your stomach, get on center stage. Prodigy, get Don't you think that they know better? Don't you think that they know better? If anybody said I hate you, don't you think that they know better? Don't you think they know you better? Your room looks cold and desolate, can barely hold this elephant. But even though we're here again, finding words is not our friend. You've told me of the tears you've shed, suffocated, filled with dread. And though you say I'm helping now, it's hard to see exactly how. It's never easy, never fair, and scattered pieces fill the air of hasty pictures that you drew with memories you'd rather lose. You can't see all the damage it does, and I haven't got a place at all. But don't look in the mirror, don't look in the mirror. It feels like the end and it's out of hand. Just please understand. Don't look in the mirror, death is in the mirror. Bald face first, see your worth. Nonsense birth, don't get hurt. Oh, I keep shouting out, I hate to. Don't you think that they know better? Don't you think they know you better? Oh, 'cause no one said I hate you. Don't you think that we know better? Don't you think we know you better? I love being in like with you. No matter how much you piss me off, you keep me humble, grounded, and I love that about you. You really make me happy. I was hurt because I felt like you had so many chances to ask me, and that's how I know you're probably being honest about your no feelings toward me. No feelings toward me. I really wish I could start swallowing my pride, but you make me feel so safe inside. I really wish I could start being myself, but you make me feel like someone else. I think I'm ready to wake up now. I think I'm ready to wake up now. I'm staring outside. Emptiness is slowly creeping up into my life, but I'll watch the sun hide behind everything. Horizons just kind of untangle me, but they'll never see me cry. I know the light was always blinding, but running for the hills is always better than unwinding this castle of loneliness is all I can remember. I'm planning my escape in mid-December. I come back to that window in the dead of night. There's a light that likes to flicker barely out of sight. The shadows in the courtyard seem to come alive, and they're waiting for the day my fears and heart collide. I'm crawling to get out, like God, you'll never know mort, but it haunts me so. J'adore le mort, moi Cosette, nagez avec moi, nagez avec moi. If you think that I've got it bad, for your sorry ass I am free. I cried for you under influence, but the tears voluntarily from me. You made me change my methods. I'm addicted to your shooting through and through. And if you think that we can start over, I'd have to know you done the
It is time for the Reading Sound. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Reading Sound, a live stream podcast by me, Daniel Hill. And today is really special. We are joined by my good friend, Omnificent Rachel Beck. And hey, let's switch this over. And hey, look at this. So now we're talking up to this camera over here. Cool. So we got Rachel in the studio today. A couple things to look at. Where is it? It's I'm so bad at this. Up here, it's kind of small text, but we have Grateful Dawn Potter on tomorrow. My friend Cheyenne Hara coming on Wednesday, and on Thursday I'm off to Boston with the Jacob Akana band, and we're gonna go record the rest of our EP down there, which is sweet. And then we'll bring it back home and play some shows for you and have some fun. Our word of the day today is dependability, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit.
It's a good word.
Meanwhile, let's see who's here. We got a Humanities Flirt, which I believe is Matthew in the chat, saying having Rachel on today. Awesome.
Hello.
It is awesome. Hey, how you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, really good. I wasn't sure if you were asking Matt.
No, I'm asking you,
I'm
but
really
how are you
good.
doing, Matt?
Happy to be here.
Let us know how you are, Matt.
Yeah. Got some delicious tea here.
I put it in my favorite mug for you.
It's too hot still.
Really hot. Where's my drink? I have an oat milk chai latte from the hearth, but I think it's out in my kitchen, so I'm gonna grab
Go get
that
it.
so I'm not alone. Matthew says
It was
I'm
really
good
delicious
too.
though, worth it.
Oh, worth
The
it.
heat, yeah.
Tell them about the tea. It's a blend.
It's a passion fruit, I think, tea mixed with black tea, Earl Grey. All right, I can say anything right now. There's so many words available.
I have a fun segment. I have a fun segment I'm working on, which is leaving guests alone in the studio by themselves and seeing what they do.
That's a great idea.
So
I would just be like looking at all this art and commenting on it.
yeah, I wish I had like a third camera that I could just like have on my have
Have it like rotating.
Yeah.
On
What
the booty.
if anybody has an idea, and I'm sure I could find this on like Google or something, but like a small camera to mount in the corner of a room so it like captures the whole room.
Yeah.
Because ideally I'd love to have like some sort of, I know it's like a pretty small room, but I feel like, I mean, I've had band practices in here with a drum set. I'm looking for like a cajon, honestly, something smaller, but it'd be fun to like have like a live session in here.
Yeah. Different camera angles is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
I want to work on music videos this year.
Yeah.
So I've been like imagining all the different angles.
So, and music videos, cool. Music before the video. Where are you at in the recording process? Where are you at in the recording process?
Well, I'm rehearsing with our band, and so I'm hoping to get those recorded pretty soon, in some way. But besides that, I already have my 3 albums recorded on all the platforms.
Yeah, let's here, you know what, we can actually
I put them up through DistroKid, so I just put them out
check
all over the place.
this out. Let's in Spotify, if you search Omnificent, there she is.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm So Wise. I have that in a playlist right now.
Nice.
That's one of my
It's a good
favorites.
one.
And yeah, 3 albums.
Yep.
2 in 2022.
And then on Apple Music, it's still under my previous stage name, Embarrass.
Really?
Yeah, they take like a really long time to update them.
Huh.
Apple does,
Yeah.
apparently. So
Well,
if you want to find it under Apple Music, it's still Embarrass.
is it just spelt like that?
It's actually spelled EM capital B ARE capital ES.
You were having a lot of fun with that
Yeah,
one,
I
huh?
was.
Yeah.
It meant like all kinds of weird code things and stuff. Yeah, it's funny.
I love that. I love there's something about an artist with good music, but there's something even more fun about an artist with good music that has that you can like dig deeper. Like one of my favorite bands is the Grateful Dead. I'm gonna have Don Potter on tomorrow, and we're actually gonna react to an album by the Grateful Dead of his choice. So
that's cool.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
But the thing about the Grateful Dead is you can just like keep on digging. You can always find more information.
I just watched a part of one of your previous shows. I forget. I think it was with the Mr. Grace.
Yeah.
But you talked about how you looked back on a Jerry Garcia concert and you could just see like the truth that he was giving out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really wild feeling when you're watching somebody from the past and they're connecting with you on the present. And I think that's what makes, you know, like any good movie you've ever seen, there's a movie release and people are just, they keep coming back to the theater. They're in the present. It's like anybody who tunes into this conversation after the live stream ends, they're listening to us in the past.
Yeah.
But we can still connect in the present if we're doing it right.
Yeah. Every now that has ever existed has like good things that come from it and can be like gone back to, and you can gain some sort of wisdom or like blessing of some sort from it, because every now is awesome.
It kind of shows you the importance of making good decisions, because we're talking about positive things, going back and having, you know, Jerry in the past connect with you and change your life in a positive way, or going to see a movie and have but I think the same thing could be said with, you know, making harmful decisions. Those harmful decisions in the past, you know, they also will impact the present. And let's not, you know, I do love bringing it back to love, and I know we're going to keep doing that, and that's what I appreciate about a relationship. But I think it's also important to recognize the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
And, you know, encourage thoughtfulness and decision making.
Yeah. No matter what happens, whether it's like a horror or like a beauty, you can learn things from it and like be like grown from it in some way. But how are you going to be grown? And like all of us humans are affecting the growth of the next humans and all the ones around us.
Yeah.
And so like the way we act does impact it big time, and we do have either choice.
Isn't it wild how much humans as a species impact this planet and this world? It almost feels like more so than a lot of other species on the planet. And I know, and I don't want to just say that because I'm a human. You know, like as a human, it feels like humans are the most important species on the planet.
We're the most versatile. Like a tree's gonna grow how a tree's gonna grow, like every time. The sun's gonna like always follow its same pattern. Even if they like slightly change, it's like so slow, little by little.
Yeah.
Like, but we like can change at the drop of a dime, like any moment, do like a completely different thing.
Sometimes I like doing that. Like I'm like walking down a path or something, and I'm experiencing this feeling of like fate or destiny or whatever. It's like, I'm here and I was always meant to be here, and here I am. And then I'll like to do something funny. Like I'll just like run off into the side of the woods and like pick up a rock and throw it over my shoulder and just try and like throw off that feeling.
What feels like the usual pattern.
Yeah.
Break into a new path.
Yeah. Just like do a little butterfly
effect. We can do
effect.
that at any moment for literally so many things.
What's something super ridiculous we could do right now that feels like it shouldn't have occurred?
Okay.
On the
That's a
stream.
good idea. Like,
Yeah.
you can do so much.
Yeah.
Like at any moment.
Oh.
Which is like, I guess we could tell people that you should do this every day. Because it's good for your entire life. Pretty much. I don't know if I have done it consistently every day for like a good while. I should, but it's really good for you.
Matthew says it's better to be here in the present.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, here we are. So we found Omnificent on Spotify, and now you know how to. Oh, look, boom, following. Haha. That's a quick step you can take to. And just like I kind of followed Rachel on Spotify, I would love it if you guys followed this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I actually have something
good content.
I have something fun planned. When talking about subscribers, for the first, once you hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're able to monetize. And my gosh, I would love to be able
1,000?
Yeah, I think 1,000
That's
subscribers,
awesome.
and there's a certain amount of watch hours that are required. But once you hit 1,000, you're able to monetize. So I've decided, because a part of what I do on this show is I love to give away gifts and fun things. But I'd also like to give stuff to you as often as possible. And I've mentioned this on other streams, but the first big gift I'm going to give away is, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, this guitar. Woohoo! It's the guitar that I played in my my first band. I played it for years. It's got blood on the inside of the sound hole if you want to clone me. And I know I know we've talked about this, but please do subscribe if you haven't. It'll help out the channel, and you can win a guitar.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So what do you think? Can we hear a song?
Yeah.
Cool. Before Rachel starts playing, I'm working on my my audio setup here, but one thing I have to do is switch out some inputs really quick. So bear with me for just a moment, and then we'll hear a song by Omnificent.
Yeah. About all the different possibilities too, because that goes into my whole name now.
Yeah. Okay, we got you plugged in. Can I hear some guitar really quick? There we go. Sounds pretty good.
So
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
let's do I'm So Wise. I'm so wise, I'm so free, I'm so well, my goodness is received. I'm so nice, I'm so me, I so spell my greatness eternally. I'm healed, so I'll heal you true. It's what we both want me to do. My authenticity shakes your mask close. Envision free futures and recall the past anew. I'm so wise, I'm so free, I'm so well, my goodness is received. I'm so nice, I'm so me, I so spell my greatness eternally. Fortunate is my constant destiny. Balanced are the actions and the rest for me. Enhanced is my sexy physicality. Romanced are my daily brain activities. I'm so wise, I'm so free, I'm so well, my goodness is received. I'm so nice, I'm so me, I so spell my greatness eternally. stealthy in my zone. My prosperity has grown. My longevity is felt and known. I'm comfy in my own. I'm stealthy in my zone. My clarity has grown. My creativity is so felt and known. I'm so wise. I'm so free. I'm so well. My goodness is received. I'm so nice. I'm so mean. I so spell my greatness eternally. I'm so wise, I'm so free, I'm so well, my goodness is received. I'm so nice, I'm so mean, I so spell my greatness eternally. I'm so wise, I'm so free, I'm so well, my goodness is received. I'm so nice, I'm so mean, I so spell my greatness eternally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay, let's switch these mics. Yeah, no problem. No problem. That might have been how'd that sound in your headphones? It sounded really good to me.
Sounded great to me.
Yeah.
I love headphones.
Yeah.
They're like
Like
really help me. It's really fun to just sing into it.
Yeah.
You hear it right in your ears.
Yeah, that was I mean, I've heard that song and I feel like every time I hear it I'm like, "Oh, this is great," and I love it.
I love
but
it a lot. Yeah. It's
I'm
on the
just
third album.
I'm just really
Just wait till y'all hear it with the band.
I'm really appreciative for you being here and playing that because
Yeah.
that's such a damn good song.
Yeah. Anyone can speak that over their life, like all those lyrics, if they actually like heal their mentality with like what they mean, all those lyrics, like everyone, then they'll see like a lot of good come out of their life, which is like what a lot of my songs are like kind of meant to do.
So Rachel keeps mentioning the band. We are playing in a band, and it's the first. Well, it's not the first band I've been a drummer in, but it's the first band that I'm playing drums in where we actually have like gigs, and it is the culmination of me. Probably since 2020. In 2020, I like refurbished a drum set and kind of started playing. I played like rock band as a kid growing up, but eventually now I've gotten to the point where I get to be a drummer in a band and I get to play those songs.
So good, dude.
But there's like all these moments where I don't know, like trickles of self-doubt through lifelong conditioning come in, and there's a lot of different ways I am able to pull myself out of that very quickly in this band. And sometimes I just like listen to the lyrics and then usually like they're like, oh, and I'm like, I get out of my own head and I'm back in the music, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
And other times it's just like looking at you or Eric or Alex or a song will end and somebody will say something. We have the coolest band of all time.
Yeah.
The people in this band are like
excellent people.
Really good people.
And you're right, like anytime any like insecurity or whatever comes up and you look at these people, it's such a good group that it just kind of like washes away and you get into the moment and the creativity and the flow.
And these really cool things start happening.
Yeah.
Where these songs sound absolutely
ethereal and like like they're blessing the entire magnetic field of the earth.
Yeah. Goodness.
I'm very, very thankful for the guys in this band.
Hey, thank you for joining the stream. Feel free to say hey. We're really glad that you're here. Matthew wants the broccoli song, as do I. I wasn't going to say it because I always request it. And all the other ones they know I love. I say I am. Wish I could identify with the chords easier. I'd play along on the uke from here. I'm wearing headphones and it sounded great from here. I think so as well. And Sophie Smith says, "Ugh, I just got on and missed that. What I'm imagining was a fucking beautiful song. I'm going to go
Thanks,
back and
Sophie."
listen after it's done."
Should I do Munching on Broccoli?
Yeah. Do you want to go right into it?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's on right now.
Yeah, cool. I love it. Let me just switch the inputs over one more time.
Munching on broccoli, it's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. Looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. Munching on broccoli, it's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. Looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. No brain freeze, no brain tease, no toxicities, just brain ease and brain pleased, making clear for the complexities. Oh, we must be free from all that's not healthy. Yeah, we must see makes us happy, not temporarily, but continuously. And for me, that's munching on broccoli. It's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. Looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. Munching on broccoli, it's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. It looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. Remove, purge, cleanse all things causing detriments. Feel nourished, build, guided by positive will. Intuitively making your gut happy and truly listening to what it's saying. Yeah, we are free to bask in our wealthy. Yeah, we can see what feels good to our bodies. And for me, that's munching on broccoli. It's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. It looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. Munching on broccoli. It's so good for me. Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. It looks like little trees. Oh, geez, I love broccolis. What's next? What's next is what I would usually say, but I want to get back to the podcast. There's a bridge here, but I'm not going to sing it for you now. All right.
Cool.
Kept thinking about things I want to talk about.
Yeah. All right. Munching on broccoli. Let's
Yeah. Do what
let's-
makes you happy.
Sophie
It's one of the
says,
things that does it for me.
just so you know, Sophie says, "Whoa, I'm in love. Absolutely heavenly. Wow."
Nice. Thank you.
That's one of my favorites. The first time I heard you play it, I thought it was just, I thought it was like funny, but it's funny, but it has such tangible, healthy, happy information. But
Yeah. That
looks
bridge
like-
that I skipped to is actually pretty deep. It goes,
yeah.
and then it brings it back to the kind of playful.
I feel like when we record it, we need a version with the bridge and a version without the bridge, because
Yeah.
the bridge is really cool. And every time you play it, I'm like, it's like, oh, we're in this whole other part that feels like a completely different song, but
Yeah.
it also ties into the rest of it too.
Yeah,
so
I should do like a kid version that cuts out all the.
yeah, like
all that,
like
yeah.
the Jack Johnson
Short
Kids
end.
album. Yeah.
Love that.
Because that's it's just such phenomenal lyricism.
Yeah, and I first shared that like when it was just a poem. And without even chords, it just kind of had like a steady beat with a coworker of mine at a hotel I worked at, like way back in the day.
Really.
And I remember I shared like that little, just the chorus, and like her face like lit up, and I was like, oh wow, I like actually have something here.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny because Matthew's not the only friend who, when I talk about Rachel Beck, they go broccoli song. I have a
Yeah.
lot of friends who
broccoli's good, man.
and it's da, 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 munching on
Talking about
broccoli.
speaking
and
truth
it's so
is always good.
Food that's nutritiously beneficial to the anatomy. It looks
Yeah.
like little trees. Oh geez, I love broccolis. It's like what? Who writes that? You do, I guess.
I don't even remember like when I wrote it, but
But you kind of remember the time.
I do remember the
frame.
time, like how much I felt broccoli was like so delicious to my brain. Like, yeah.
I love all of Rachel's music, but that one will make them famous someday. Already did for me.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely need the JJ version, the Jack Johnson version.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah.
For real.
Well, I think it's time for a segment. I've got a couple segments today, but first segment is one that means a lot to me, and it is gift time. Da-na-na-na. Rachel came over today, and she was like, she had given me a painting at some point, and then I told her I would bring her one too. And she walked in, and when you walk into my apartment, there's just paintings everywhere that I made, and she's like, "Oh, I still need a painting," and I said, pick whatever one you want. But instead of actually letting her pick, I said, this one's my favorite and I want to give you this one. And she said, if it's your favorite, I don't want to take it. I'm like, no, that's the whole point. It's my favorite and I want you to have my favorite painting. Gift time is a go. And here it comes.
Wait till you see this painting. Ta-da! Take a gander. Take two.
Take a gander. Here, let's try it on this
I'm
camera.
working on, yeah. Show it from all the angles.
All the angles. Boom. This one over here.
No, like,
Oh, all the angles. Yeah.
it always is a different picture.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
I gotta get this right.
I
Here it is.
wonder what you guys see. It's kind of fun, and it has this big red circle on it that I love to
Trying
love
show
to
it.
touch.
There we go.
There we go.
So beautiful.
So that is phase one of gift time, but little does Rachel know that I had a couple other gift times planned before she got here. One is just something silly that you like, some rose quartz,
Yay! Thank you.
and the second one is a book that was gifted to me that I read that really changed my life, and I don't think you need it, but you certainly may find somebody who wants it, or you'll give it a read. It's a cool book called The Mastery of Self, and
I love it.
It seems very
What a
Rachel,
beautiful cover.
very Rachel Beck.
Thank you. This is the guy that wrote the form agreements, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is excellent.
The 4 agreements definitely helped me in a hard time in my life, and it's also kind of been.
Have you ever heard the 5th agreement?
No.
He wrote another one apparently. I haven't read it yet, but it's to be skeptical.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you could probably apply that to his entire first book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that book, as famous as it is, because it's so the track it takes your mind, if you let yourself buy into it, it can totally like revolutionize your life. But then if you like mention that book to someone who's like extremely skeptical, which apparently is the Fifth Agreement now, which is good. I've read it for yourself. Don't read it to go out and try and make other people read this kind of stuff or like work on themselves. That's a decision you have to make. And there's tools out there and great authors that have done their best to try and help you along that journey. And this is a good one as well.
Without awareness of how you are speaking to yourself, you may spiral out of control, and that simple bad hair day can turn into a tirade of negative self-judgments, with you calling yourself ugly, fat, unworthy, etc. In that moment, the parasite has taken over your attention and pulled you deep into the fog, using the power of your word against yourself, which is like a big deal of like what my music is working against, is to give people the right words to speak to themselves in their minds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you. I love it.
Yeah, no problem. It's doing no good.
It's a big deal. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard, like, if you had a friend that talked to you, like how you talk to yourself in your head sometimes, you probably wouldn't hang out with that friend.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of, like, how hard we are on ourselves, just as humanity's habit has like become like a regular thing to like dog on themselves and stuff. Like
it's
so my music's working against that, kind of trying to turn the current.
And I think that's why I'm even, doing this show. It's so and something I learned from the Elephant Man, which sort of sparked my desire to create a show like this, is
such a good play.
Thank you. One of the lines in the Elephant Man was, I never thought these before I spoke with people. I never thought of all these things because there was no one there to bother to think them for.
Right.
And I do sit with my thoughts a lot, and I think it's it's necessary. But inviting you, I know what your songs are about. That's why I'm playing in your band. That's why I'm inviting you here, because like it's hard because I try and be the best version of myself by myself when I'm alone, but it doesn't always work. I spend some time being sad, as we all do, but I'm trying to, bypass that. But
that's just regular, and sorrow is a good thing. It's not meant to never be experienced.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's not, if that's not what you want to continue experiencing, you do have the power to like feel and behave how you want to and make the life that you want.
Yeah.
But it's good to like experience the whole array of emotions.
What I've found myself in my solitude is when I'm planning stuff like this, I am holding myself to a standard where I am not going to be I'm trying to do this to uplift. And
it's the best thing to do for people.
And what's required for me to do something in which we bring people together and uplift is that I have to plan on my own in my solitude, awaiting that time to come. And it sort of leaches into my personal time. Yeah. And now I found myself like waking up and making a good meal, making some coffee, doing the dishes, tidying up, getting the space ready.
Yeah.
And just setting yourself up to have good times makes it.
And when you set that intention and that goal for your life, it's always going to like actually do it more than you could have imagined.
Yes.
Because you're just putting forth that energy and that intention. The universe freaking backs you up on it. It's like, oh yeah, here's a way you can do that, and things just kind of fall into your life that accentuate that and show that that's what you've been working on.
Yeah.
Like you're always gonna do even better than you imagined when you have that pure intention.
Yeah. Yeah, and
this world is like down for that.
the world is so down for us to have a good time. And if you've ever had a good time, whether it's been plentiful or just a couple occasions, like the world was backing you up in that moment, and it's just so ready to do it again.
We have the infinite amount of food that we can enjoy, like the infinite amount of oxygen. Like the world wants us to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we are. Let's get back to this chat for a sec. Sophie said, by the way, I'm munching on broccoli. Perfect timing. I love that. Love all of Rachel's. Oh, we did that one. So good. We are the crystal gems. That must be the stone quartz reference. Hate says aboba chipachaga chipipi. Well, it looks like and
There's light language in the chat, everybody.
yeah.
I love doing that, by the way. Like, it's just vocal practice, like saying whatever like sounds the human body can actually make. Like the fact that we can sound like all the animals, we can like mimic other humans' voices, like it's intense. Everyone who has a vocal box that they actually use is like so lucky.
Can I show you one of the coolest songs to come out of Reading that utilizes some of the most insane vocals I've ever heard?
Yeah.
So,
but of course.
just because I feel like you'll really appreciate this. So the song is Nature Boy by Cleveland Bonet.
Oh my god, I love them. If you haven't heard Lo-Fi Your Standards, go do it.
You've listened to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I heard they have another one coming out though, right? Is it out yet?
They do. No, it's not out, but he's putting out an album with Greg Takamoto.
That entire album is excellent. Are you talking about Nala Kathleen?
Nala Kathleen.
She's excellent.
She does
She's a teacher too.
She does some insane scatting on this song. It just gives us a moment to kind of relax too.
Up, right?
Yeah.
But it was very wise.
Wise. You talk about being wise.
Wasn't he? And then one day, a magical day,
This is from Redding, California, guys.
he spoke of many things, of fools and of kings. And he said to me, the greatest thing
That's Joshua Cannon.
Yeah, Joshua Cannon,
ever
I don't know the other guys, but I'm sure do know music.
Tyler Mansfield, Greg Takamoto. I just actually followed the whole band on Instagram today.
Some Air Collective vibes.
Let us know what you think in the chat. Unless you already have. I haven't been looking. Oh yeah, insane. Infinite blessings from Sophie. Yeah, insane though.
This kind of stuff is so good for the world.
Good for the soul. Ugh. There's so much music that's become popularized that is interesting to listen to, but you can never quite be sure of the content. But this is some pretty safe music that feels entirely unsafe in its complexity and its willingness to groove, but it takes such good care of you.
It does.
A very strange and sensitive boy. He always wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy inside of eyes.
All right, one more minute. We got one more minute. Let's finish it out.
He was very wise.
Yeah, I like it too.
Honeysuckle Rose on that album is my favorite. Come on.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're here, we're listening to Nature Boy by Cleveland Bonet, Nala Kathleen, Greg Takamoto, Joshua Cannon, you name it. The list goes on. Lo-Fi Your Standards.
To me,
don't have to like. It's okay to have these huge dreams and goals, but to be content with where you're at and proud of yourself.
Go ahead and say that again, but a little closer into the mic.
What did I say?
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Just like not being hard on yourself. You have the ability to, like, you set your own standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're setting, it's good to have these, like, dream big for sure, because we're in a magical world where literally anything is really possible. Things that we thought were impossible years ago are actually happening. So anything that you think is impossible now may be very, very possible soon.
Yeah.
So, like, dream big. But in the process, because things do work little by little, like a tree's not a tree in a day. Things do go slow. So, like, when you're like with yourself on the day-to-day, to not be hard on yourself, because you are the only one setting your standard. And you see a lot of standards in the world, and you can, like, take and choose from which ones you actually do want to adopt for yourself, but make sure you're not adopting the ones that are making you dog on yourself and, like, not actually help the growth of what that big dream is. Yeah.
I just want to sit with it. I don't really have much to say, except I feel like my brain's still catching up.
It's good to just sit.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're doing the Reading Sound. This is a live stream podcast that I'm running, and we appreciate everyone in the chat. Sophie says, such a great reminder. And yeah, Lo-Fi Your Standards. That's a really good name.
Yes, very clever.
I just saw Soul Punch play at the Dip. And while I was at the Dip watching Soul Punch play, which is basically all those musicians you were hearing, Nala Kathleen was there watching, and nice. I got a chance to tell her how much I love that project they put out. And actually, if you guys don't know, I have a playlist that I'm making called North State Noise, and it features a lot of my favorite music from Redding, California. So we have Belda Beast, we have, Cleveland in that group we just heard, Danger Kitty, Until Further Notice, Self Tout, Ghost Town Atlas, they just changed their name, Well Played, Jacob Akana, Roger Yeager, and it keeps going, and you're on there on the list. We got Honeybee, Across the Grain, Chad Bushnell playing great country. The Brothers
so
Reed.
Much good music.
The Brothers Reed are playing at the Dip here very soon. And oh my gosh, so much great music in this city. It blows me away.
Yeah. It's just another, like, confirmation that the world has our backs. Like, all the music that's available for us, it's such a awesome thing about this time we live in.
And I highly encourage those of you that live here that are interested in the Reading music scene. I mean, like a last stream, I had folks asking me, how do I go about playing shows, getting gigs, doing all this stuff? Start by going to the shows. Start by meeting the people, just seeing who's out there. Hop on this playlist and listen to it and get an idea of all the different sounds that are coming out of Reading, and all of those sounds are created by different people that are living, and you're probably driving past them and shopping at the same stores.
Everybody's human. And everyone has a unique sound, so if you actually are wanting to share it, do it.
Yeah, absolutely do it.
There's plenty of ways to just take step by step.
Step by step. Step by step. Well, hey, we got like another 10 minutes or so. Anybody in the chat want to hear anything in particular? While we still got Rachel here. Rachel, anything you want to play? Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I should play another one.
Yeah, we should probably play one more and then go on with our night here. I'm gonna plug in your guitar one more time.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, of course.
This is a great podcast.
Thanks.
actually want to play a different one. That's Our Love, but I want to do They Said Fly because it's more along the lines of what we were talking about. So universe, where do we go from here? When I see and when I feel so clear, knowing that I'm done making decisions based on fear, knowing that what's best is what I'm drawing near. But won't you tell me the answers? Tell me, 'cause it's overwhelming, just a bit overwhelming. They said fly, I said I don't know how. They said fly, I said what if I don't want to? But they said fly, and I said well alright. They said fly, and I went so high. I went so high. So universe, thanks for the fun that's mine, entertaining me in every time. When I look into my eyes, I see sunshine, and I'm so proud of myself, but I've declined. But won't you tell me the answers? Tell me, 'cause it's overwhelming, just a bit overwhelming. They said fly, I said I don't know how. They said fly, I said what if I don't want to? But they said fly, and I said well alright. They said fly, and I went so high. I went so high. In this fucking world, I'm a finance tool, innovatively taking the age back to school with proud flying colors, charisma and cool, with honest respect and such intellect you'll drool. I used to not think I could ride a bike. I used to not think I could do just what I like. I used to not think I could tell people my mind. I used to not think I could enjoy my whole life. Then I thought twice, found a kick in it, my slice, discovered I'm the prize. Now even when they criticize, every moment I'm pleasantly mesmerized and tantalized, feeling all I fantasized. God, I really love my life, and God, I'm really up so high, oh. In this infinity that's mine, I'm doing it right. But won't you tell me the answers? Tell me, 'cause it's overwhelming, just a bit overwhelming. They said fly, I said I don't know how. They said fly, I said what if I don't want to? But they said fly, and I said well alright. They said fly, and I went so high. I went so high. Yeah.
Amanda said it's giving her modern Alanis Morissette vibes.
Oh, thanks.
Do you like Alanis?
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
She's pretty cool. When
ironic music videos, pretty timeless.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen the music video.
Think that's her.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Yeah. Back when I lived in Weaverville, and my dad ran the local movie theater there, and I guess she came to the theater at one point,
Oh, wow.
and the people that were working at the box office were like texting everybody, "Oh my gosh, Alanis Morissette!" And then my dad was like, "Slow it down. She's a person. She wants to watch a movie.
That's how it's gonna be for
Let
you
it
one
be."
day, man.
Maybe you're the one who's
All of us,
playing the
all
music.
these freaking Nala Kathleen people are like really making amazing sounds here. That's why I'm glad this podcast is called that, because
Yeah,
there's really a lot of awesome people in Reading.
yeah.
Making some amazing sounds.
They're so awesome. There's someone, and I want to be
It's
friends.
a really great place to be, just vibrationally.
Yeah. I want to be friends with all of you. I love you. I'm I'm doing better. I swear. I always when I first was meeting all these people here, you know, I identified as a musician and an artist, but there was all these people here already, and I was like, oh, you know, like, how am I gonna carve out my own little niche without seeming like I'm like stepping on toes? And it didn't take long to realize, oh, that was just my own personal projection. There's really not a lot of people worrying about toe stepping. They're just like out here collaborating. And show up to a show, watch it, enjoy it, and share that.
Enjoy life. Every moment's so awesome. Even through like those hard things that we don't ignore, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, everything is so massively magical and amazing.
When I have to go outside to like let people into my apartment complex, and like Rachel texted me and was like, "I'm here." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be down in a minute." And I get out there and Rachel's just like chilling in the chilling in the cold, chilling in the rain, just like taking it in. And I'm like, "Oh, you're so cool."
Drew
like
Barrymore says, like, don't miss the opportunity to get in the rain. It's really quite an amazing feat.
Yeah.
It's true. Like, it's pure like manna from heaven. Like,
Amanda says
so much things on the earth.
Amanda says Alanis Morissette is not a person, she's a goddess.
Yeah.
Little bit of both, maybe. Yeah. Well, hey, it's 6:00, and that's kind of what I was thinking. But if we could chat really briefly about this word of the day that I picked up, and the word is dependability. And I thought this is a word that you and I could both resonate with, because we do a lot of gigging, and I listen to, like, you know, some of these really well produced tracks and stuff like that, and I'm like, holy crap, these guys are amazing. Is there really a spot for me here? But I've noticed that being dependable, showing up and playing good positive music has just resulted in like all these opportunities, and they keep coming. And I feel like when I think about you and how much I've just like seen you around, and I show up and you're just like doing your thing and you're bringing this positive energy, do you identify as someone who's dependable? I mean, also as like a mother, I'm sure you have to.
Totally. Like, I still obviously, there's always room for improvement for anything. Like, am I a master at dependability? Like, I don't know. There's like so much you can do. Like, I could probably be on time for things a little better, but like in general, yeah, like, keep your promises, like, live up to your word, like, do your thing, and keeping promises to myself, for sure. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's huge
that's the first one. Like, when you are actually dependable for yourself, then you're able to be dependable to much more people, you know?
Yeah, you gotta love yourself before you love somebody else, is kind of what people say.
Yeah.
And you know, I've fallen in love with people when I'm like not in the best place, and it feels unfair to approach a relationship not from like a place of peace. Like, I'd hate for something like this to be a place where artists come in that are doing good, and I'm like not feeling good, and I use them as a conduit to feel better. I want it to be like a mutually beneficial thing. Right. Yeah. So you really got to take care of yourself, so when you find yourself in those relationships, you're not there's something really cool that happens
for connections to feed each other rather than one is feeding and the other eating.
Yeah, because we see that a lot.
Yeah.
We see that a lot in the world. It makes for like good movies. Like a movie, you usually need
It's
something
just a fact of life too, is that we're constantly kind of working through that balance.
It's kind of like the whole yin yang, you know,
Negative
love, hate,
energy,
light,
positive
dark.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So being dependable on building yourself up to where you are like that firm foundation that won't be actually drained even when people do need it and they can't give back.
Yeah.
Like you've been so good on feeding yourself energetically and just literally, like, eating healthy stuff is a big deal because you're able to use this human vessel to the best of its ability when you feed it what it runs on.
Well, I kind of want
Broccoli.
I would definitely want this show to turn out to like the people that are tuning in. If you come in, I want you to feel free to come in on a good day or come in on a bad day, and trust that I will be solid enough to handle whatever energy you bring, or at least I'll do my best.
And when you're dependable with yourself and you will actually know when you're feeding that energy and letting out some virtue to where you'll know how to refill yourself after.
Yeah.
Like, recharge.
I feel like we've let out a good amount of virtuous energy today.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has felt like
you
really
were saying,
cool.
like, going with our band, being dependable and consistent on, like, our practices and whatnot, it really does. Anytime a human does something positive like that, the ripple effect, like, magnetizes so much good things into your life, and it just keeps flourishing like a prosperous forest. Rather than rather than one that's like getting cut down and like going through drought and stuff. Like, yeah, we're nourishing, we're flourishing. You get to plant your own garden of your life.
Alanis was definitely a goddess in Dogma, we're saying. All right, guys, well, thank you for tuning in.
So many goddesses and gods out there to that have shared their music and their art, so it's such a pleasure to be a part of entertainment.
Thank you for tuning in to the Reading Sound Livestream podcast by me, Daniel Hill. We had Omnificent on today. Tomorrow, Grateful Dawn Potter. Thank you. Grateful Dawn Potter. Wednesday, Cheyenne. Thursday, I'm going to Boston. And we've listened to music. We've reacted to music. We had Rachel Beck, Omnificent, here. Check her out on Spotify, Apple Music. If you're on Apple Music, it's under Embarrass. And you can listen back in the stream to figure out how to spell it.
And you're going to Chicago for the Jacob Akana Band.
Boston.
Sure. They have music online too. So check them out.
We do.
They're doing big things.
Yeah, we're having fun. And then
another great group.
And then when we're back, while I'm gone, you're playing a gig at Fratelli's.
Temple Music on the 13th. Yeah, 7 p.m. ish.
7 p.m. ish.
With added piano and bass. Almost our full band. We'll be here this month, but we have another one the next month on the 13th as well.
April 13th.
And you'll be at that
Red
one.
City Zine Fest upstairs at Old City Hall. I'm not sure what time we go on yet, but it'll probably. If you want
to stay updated on shows, you can just follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow Omnificent on Instagram. My Instagram handle's down there as well. Follow me, and I actually have the link to her Instagram in my Instagram.
Nice.
So you can find that as well.
Yeah.
I think this has
been a
been
great podcast, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, people that tuned in, and anyone who will tune in. I think that we spoke about timeless things, so it's really anytime you see it, you're meant to. Oh, I love this one.
And then I like to do this little thing where we shrink into the abyss.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Cool. We love you for having us. I wanna know, is my name in your search bar? Do I also wave your heart, girl, like you got mine? I wanna know, is my name in your search bar? Do I also get watched hard, girl, like you're my pastime? All I wanna do is share my love with you. It's true. Butterflies are free as you and me.
Oh